Hey Zoey, it's January 2nd, 2015, and part of my New Year's resolution was to start a video series for you, uh, going over some of the more difficult questions in life, like morality, and philosophy, and perspective, things like that, which you may not be interested in right now, but eventually you'll start to wonder about things like that, and when you do, this video series will be here as a dialogue to hopefully give you some different ideas about things and maybe add to the tools you have to deal with questions like that. When it comes down to things in life, a lot of people think that the more difficult questions are things like physics or science or mathematics, chemistry, things like that. But in reality, those have definite, clear answers. 70 times 94 to the 30th power divided by 6 has a definite and clear answer. It may take a little bit of working to get there, but it has a definite, clear, unarguable answer. So the more difficult questions in life really don't have clear answers to them. They don't have definite answers, or they've got many different answers, some just as right as the others. And that's where I like to think of things as kind of a landscape, if you were to visualize it. When you talk about things like gun control or politics or immigration or right and wrong, good and evil, there's there's lots of different answers. Some of them just as right as others, and others are just as wrong as others. So you develop this landscape, if you would, kind of like the city in which you live, where there's lots of hills and lots of valleys. Now, the good ideas, the ones that are more right, tend to sit on hills, and the bad ideas, the ones that are more wrong, are down in the valleys. And an important thing to remember when thinking about things like that is, while there may be two different ideas or two different people with different ideas on the same thing, they can be just as right as each other, even though commonly they like to think of each other as wrong because they have a different idea. As long as they're both on a hill of equal height, no matter how different their ideas are, they're both just as right as each other. So it's one thing to keep in mind when thinking about things and tossing these ideas around in your head. You may have two competing ideas about something, but they can be just as right as each other. When it comes down to it, these important questions in life, I don't have the answers to. I can't give you the answers to. That's part of the human condition, is understanding that we don't know all the answers to everything. A lot of these answers are personal, to where you can only answer them for yourselves. And that's hopefully what this series will do, is give you the tools to answer these questions for yourself, and to be analytical and think about them when you're ready to, of course. Cheesecake, I love cheesecake. But I thought I would just introduce you to the series and start it off by saying I don't know all the answers. I can't give you the answers. I can't tell you what to think, and I won't tell you what to think. Anybody who tells you that they do have all the answers, whether it's the Pope or Bill Nye the Science Guy, will be lying to you, because they don't have all the answers. Bill Nye's got a lot of great answers, a lot of great ideas. The Pope's got some good ideas too, but neither one of them know all the answers to everything. Some answers you can only decide for yourself. And hopefully this series will give you the tools to deal with those kinds of questions. Well, I'll leave you with that. I hope you had a great New Year's. I love you very much, and I'll see you next week.